What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is your Umbrella Spear community leader, the Umbrella Roster 97 here, and I'm back here with another live stream. You have read that title. So, in today's live stream, I'll be reacting to Black Sheep of the World 98's Nobody Cares About Larry the Gayman fan. You heard it right here, folks. Today, I'm going to go ahead and actually react to one of Black Sheep's recent new videos or new recent videos, whatever you want to be calling it. So that's one thing that I want to be saying. So all I can really say as of right now is hopefully to some people in the live chat will be enjoying this. So there we go. I just activated my live chat. So that's one thing that I do want to be saying. So all I can really say right now is I'm actually going to go ahead and actually get this live stream started. But anyways, let me go ahead and see who is here as of right now. We've got Nigerian Sniper 666. How's it going? We've got my boy Spirited 21 is in the house. Spear dude, spear dude, spear dude. Okay, so all I can really say as of right now is this is going to be a pretty interesting live stream that I will be doing. But first things first, I'm going to go ahead and actually interact with some of you people in the live chat before I actually get this live stream up and ready. Because you could say that I'm just going to be reacting to, this certain video that I will be providing thanks to Black Sheep of the Roar 98. And one thing I want to be saying right now is hopefully he's all right with me actually reacting to the video that I will be providing. So yeah, that's one thing that I want to be saying. Yep. But anyways, let me go ahead and see who's in the live chat right here, right now. We've got AJF99. How's it going? I see you, AJF99. So all I can really say as of right now is I'm just gonna be interacting with so many people in the live chat before I actually, check out this or rather react to this certain video. And all I can really say right now is if some people actually want to support the homie Black Sheep of the Roar 98, you have my full permission because all I can really say right now is he actually does make pretty, some good videos. So yeah, that's one thing I want to say. But hopefully some of you people can actually hear me loud and clear. So wait, I do see like a small little icon from my end. But I'm not gonna be worried too much about that. So yeah, but going forward, I will be getting to some of the people in the live chat in just a second, really quick. Okay, so let me go and see who is here as of right now. We've got Olivia Rodrigo fan, aka Livy fan. How's it going? But anyways, one thing I want to say to you as of right now, Libby fan, is hopefully that you're actually having a good day so far, and I will be getting to some new people in the live chat really quick. So yeah, that's one thing that I want to be saying. Yep. So all I can really say as of right now is wait, hold on just a second. I'm just making sure if everything is working fine when it comes to StreamYard. I'm just making sure really quick. So yeah. Okay. So I will be getting to some of these new people in the live chat, and then I will be reacting to, the video in just a second. Okay, yep, I do see some new comments, so I'm gonna go and see what Nigerian Sniper 666 is saying on the live chat. Okay, so this is what he's saying right now. Just putting this out there. If you ever wanted to react to any of my videos, you're more than welcome to. Oh, okay then. All I can really say as of right now, Nigerian Sniper 666 is I do appreciate that you are actually, giving me permission to actually react to one of your videos. But as far as today, we're just gonna be reacting to the homie Black Sheep of the World 98 because he actually does make some pretty good content. So yep. And I think more or less I will be providing your link in the live chat if that's all right with you, Nigerian Sniper 666. So I would react to one of your videos, but I don't want to take up too much of my time. So hopefully you can understand where I'm actually coming from. So yeah, that's one thing that I want to say to you. Yep. But going forward, I'm gonna go ahead and see who is in the live chat right here, right now. We've got Braxton Lenny. How's it going? And as usual, I will say your famous catchphrase. Why, hello there, everybody. This is Braxton Lenny. Anyways, it's great to see you right now, Braxton Lenny. So, all I can really say as of right now is okay. So, this is one thing I want to say to you. So, I did see your video when you actually wait. Did I saw your video? Oh, yes. Oh wait, yeah, I've already saw your video. So yeah, I have seen your video, Brax Lenny, and all I gotta say as of right now is it was a pretty great video. So I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, so I will get to some newer people in the live chat really quick. So that's one thing I want to say. So just give me 1 second, so that way I can actually catch up with some of you people. Alrighty then. Okay then, and wait, hold on just a second. Okay, never mind. Okay, so let me go ahead and see who's in the live chat right here, right now. We've got BKTV official. How's it going? Okay, so all I can really say as of right now is it's actually good to see that you're actually here right now, BK. So all I can really say as of right now is I have some pretty interesting live streams for this week. So all I can really say right now is hopefully this will be, I'm not gonna say this is gonna be like the very last time that I will be talking about the certain individual, but this is just me gonna be just reacting to Black Sheep of the World 98's videos. But keep this in mind, and hopefully for this upcoming weekend or for next week, I will be talking about some I don't know some pretty interesting topics, or rather open forums or chill streams. But you people get where I'm actually coming from. So yeah, but anyways, let me go and see who's here right now in the live chat. Hey, Rage Master, what's up, man? Okay, this is the way you're saying right now. Why, hello there, everybody. This is Rage Master. So I see. So all I can really say as of right now, Rage Master, is it's pretty obvious that you're actually trying to copy Braxton Lenny. So yeah. But all I can really say as of right now is it's actually good to see, or rather, great to see that you're in my live chat right now, Rage Master. But all I can really say right now is you're more than welcome to actually express yourself in the live chat. And yeah, that's one thing that I want to say. That's one thing I want to say. But hopefully that you will be joining this live stream. I mean, I'm not gonna be calling out this certain individual, but I will be reacting to one of Black Sheep's videos going forward. So yeah, that's one thing that I want to be saying. Yep. But anyways, let me go and see what Nigeria Sniper 666 is saying as of right now. Go for it, mate. But anyways, I do appreciate that you're actually giving me, full permission for actually, of me providing your link in the live chat, Nigerian Sniper 666. So yeah, that's one thing I want to say. Yep. But anyways, I will get to some of these newer people in the live chat. So, and I would appreciate it. The live chat can slow down a bit. So, but one thing that is for certain though is I've got a lot to say when it comes to this video. So yeah, that's one thing I want to say. Yep. But all I can really say, wait, hold on just a second. Let me go ahead and see if there's anything else that's going to be in the live chat. Yep. Okay, so I think first things first, I'm gonna go to see what BKT TV official is gonna be saying. Okay, so let me go to see what BKTV official is saying as of right now. At this point, Larry is roasted pork. So I see. But all I can really say as of right now, BK, is I could definitely understand where you're actually coming from. So yeah. And there is going to be some things that I will be addressing, and I'm pretty sure that Brax Lenny would want me to address it, but I will get to that in just a second, really quick. So yeah, but going forward, I'm gonna go ahead and get to some more comments in the live chat. So I will get to these three, and then Braxton, I know that you're here in the live chat. I will be saying, what I have to be saying, but yeah. But just give me 1 second, really quick. Alrighty then. So yeah. Okay, so I do see. Wait, hold on. Okay, so I do see your comment, Braxton. So I'm gonna go to see what you're saying as of right now. Today, me and Spirited dropped our collab video exposing Larry. It's on Spirited channel, 100%. So I see. But one thing I want to say when it so this is one thing I want to say to you, Braxton, is I would react to that video, but let's just say there was a certain part that I did not like. So I was gonna consider of me reacting to the video today, but I decided not to because I actually want to react to Black Sheep's video. So this one thing I want to say right now is there is a certain part within the video that I did not like, and I'm not going to be reacting to it. So yeah, I'm not quite sure if I want to be addressing it, but if you want to know more answers, I will say it behind the scenes. So just to give you a heads up on that. So yeah, but anyways, let me go ahead and see what BKTV official is saying right now. Well done, meat. Okay, then all I can really say as of right now, BK, is I could definitely understand where you're actually coming from, but that's actually a new one, the word done meat. But yeah, all I can really say right now is the majority of Spirit Dude's videos is actually pretty great, but again, there's just one certain part that I did not like. So all I can really say as of right now is I'm not going to be reacting to it. So, and if you want to know some answers, I will say it behind the scenes in a way. Yep. But one thing that is for certain though is I would be defending, Black Sheep of the War 98. I mean, you could say this is defending him, kinda, sorta, or kinda, but I'll get to that in just a second. Anyways, let me see what Nigerian Sniper 666 is saying right now. I saw part of that. That was a dope collab at Braxton Lenning. Yep. Okay, then. So wait, hold on just a second. Is BK actually leaving a comment really quick? So yeah. Okay, wow, BK. I believe I see your comments, so and I believe you're actually trying to be funny in the live chat. So yeah, that's one thing that I want to be saying. I will get to that comment in just a second, but but in today's live stream, I will be reacting to Black Sheep's video, and I guess you could say tomorrow I will be defending him, and then for Thursday I will be reacting to a certain video. I mean, I'm not quite sure if I want to do you, Nigerian Sniper 666, but I might consider doing another individual. I will get to that in just a second. But first things first, let me go and see what BKTV official is saying right now. Larry is food. We the dinnerware. Wow. All I can really say as of right now, BK, is that's actually a new one that you actually just said that. So it's that's actually funny that you actually just said that Larry is the food and we are the dinnerware. I'm not even sure if that's even a real word, but that's actually pretty funny that you actually said that just now. Yep. Okay, then. So I believe I'm seeing a comment from Livy fan, and I will get to that in just a second, really quick. So yeah. And by the way, this is one thing I want to say to you, Livy. I was actually surprised that you were actually in Spirit 21's comment session. So all I can really say as of right now is welcome to the Umbrella Spirit community. Like I'm being for real. I'm being for real as of right now. So yeah. Anyways, let me go ahead and see what Livy fan is saying as of right now. I saw Spear Dude video. It was cool. So I see. All I can really say as of right now, Livy, is that is completely understandable that you actually want to go and check out Spear Dude's new recent videos or recent new videos. So all I can really say right now is you're more than welcome to be part of our community. I mean, granted, we don't fully know you that well, but regardless, I guess you could say that you're always welcome in our community. More specifically, Umbrella Spirit community. I mean, granted, there are other communities like how do I call it? Umbrella Corporation and Gold Spirit Community, or Gold Spirit Community and Umbrella Corporation. But one thing I want to say right now is when it comes to first things first, when it comes to Umbrella Corporation, that community been being put on hold for now, but thankfully at least we got Gold Spear Community. So yeah. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and see who is in the live chat. right here, right now. We've got Miguel. How's it going? I see you, Miguel. So all I can really say as of right now is I'm actually surprised that you actually brought back one of your channels that's almost about to reach up to 100 subscribers. So congrats. That's one thing I want to say to you, Miguel. So yes, I know for a fact that this is you because I did made you into a mod. So thankfully you are a moderator. So you should be thankful that you are a moderator. So thankfully I made you a mod. Yep. But all I can really say right now is I'm gonna go ahead and wait and see. There's gonna be some comments in the live chat, and then I'm gonna go ahead and actually get this started. And one thing I want to say right now is to the people that are actually watching this as of right now is hopefully that I'll make some pretty interesting live streams, you know, as far as today, tomorrow, and Thursday. And yes, this is gonna be in regards to, Larry, or it's like what the homie Black Sheep of the World 98 would usually say, Gayman fan. Yeah. I mean, all I can really say right now is it is just, beyond funny that he doesn't like it when it's like this. He wants us to call him Larry the Batman fan, but when we call him Larry the Gayman fan, he gets so extremely triggered. I don't even know. But all I can really say right now is hopefully for this upcoming weekend, I will, talk about something else. And I'm really hoping to do some open forums or chill streams. So yeah, just to give you people a heads up on that. Yep. But thankfully, I provided a plan for this upcoming week. So thankfully, all I can really say as of right now is I think most likely I'm gonna be saying my part when it comes to Larry the Game fan, and hopefully for this weekend and for this upcoming week, more specifically next week. Hopefully, I'll be able to talk about something else like open forums and chill streams. But yeah, that's one thing I want to be saying because one thing that is for certain though is I got a lot to say in regards to well, obviously Larry the Game fan. Yep. And all I can really say right now is this is one thing I'm actually noticing as of right now is he is receiving a lot of backlash for what he's actually done. I mean, if you don't believe me, go check out Spirit 21's video because let's just say, the community that I'm in and people outside the community, we're literally calling his ass out. And all I can really say as of right now is he's got no one to blame but himself for what he's actually doing himself. So, yeah. I mean, think about it like this. If he wants to talk badly about us, then we fight back. Fair is fair. And if he doesn't like it, then that's his own problem. Yep. Anyways, I think I'm gonna go ahead and actually, say some of these comments really quick. So just give me 1 second, and I'll be able to save your comments, no problem. Just give me 1 second, just to make sure, really quick. Okay, so I believe I've already saved the majority of your comments. So thankfully, you people are just awesome. So yeah, that's one thing I want to be saying. Give me 1 second. I want to make sure if Wait, hold on just a second, really quick. Okay, so I'm actually surprised that even some new people are coming in the live chat. I will get to that in just a second, but yeah. Oh, check this out, people. What a surprise. The man of the hour is actually here. So I'm going to go ahead and see who's in the live chat right here, right now. We've got the homie Black Sheep of the World 98. What's up, man? Anyways, it's great to see you as of right now, Black Sheep. So all I can really say, since you're actually here right now, Black Sheep, I hope that you are all right of me reacting to one of your videos. And one thing I want to say as of right now, Black Sheep, is most likely I'm gonna be doing a live stream of me defending you. I mean, I tried doing that one time on the so-called Bad Blood Misfits, but if I'm gonna be honest, I really wasn't defending you, but I guess you could say that other people were they were actually calling out Larry the Gay Man fan. But most likely tomorrow I will be defending you and I will be debunking Larry the Gay Man fans' claims about you. That will be happening. So yeah. But anyways, let me go ahead and see who's in the live chat. right now. We've got Dark Matt 515. How's it going? Anyways, it's good to see you right now, Darkman. And by the way, Darkman, since you're actually here in the live chat, this is actually your first time. So all I can really say right now is welcome to the Umbrella Spear community. And one thing I want to say right now is to the people in the live chat is I'm not quite sure if I should invite people because I actually want to keep, keep this live stream on topic for obvious reasons. So yeah. And one thing I want to say as of right now, Darkman, is most likely I will make you into a, how do you call it? Oh yes, a moderator. So hopefully right after this live stream, I will be making you into a mod. So yeah, that's one thing I want to say. But anyways, let me go and see what Rage Master is saying as of right now. Like your usual catchphrase, nobody cares. Exactly. It's like think about it like this, Rage Master, is it's just so memorable whenever Black Sheep ever, whenever he says that because, it does suit him. And not only that, but it definitely suits Black Sheep whenever he says that. I mean, some other people actually try to, but if I'm gonna be honest, Black Sheep, he says it way more better in our community. So yeah. But going forward, I'm gonna go and wait and see there's gonna be some more comments in the live chat so that way I can go ahead and get this video started. So keep this in mind. I've got a lot to say when it comes to Larry the Gayman fan, but keep this in mind. This live stream, you could say, is part one, and hopefully for this week, I will have some final, you know, stuff that I gotta say about Gayman fans. So yeah, that's one thing I want to be saying. Yep. But one thing that is for certain though is I just have to give huge props to Black Sheep for actually providing, this video that he actually provided. And all I can really say right now is I'm going to be reacting to it, and I'm pretty sure that some of you people will be, saying your piece in the live chat. Yep. Wait, hold on one second. Let me go ahead and see if this is actually, I think I could make Darkman into a moderator, but let me go ahead and see if this is actually him. Just give me 1 second just to make sure really quick. Okay, so far I'm not really seeing anything from Darkmat, like no content, but all I can really say as of right now is I'm gonna have to see if I can talk with Darkmat behind the scenes on Instagram to make sure what is his real channel, and I'll make him into a moderator, no problem. So yeah, I will make him into a mod. Yep. But one thing that is for certain though is wait, am I seeing something new in the live chat? Okay, so far I'm not really seeing anything. Wait, what is this link in the live chat? Give me 1 second really quick. Alrighty then. So okay, I'm not gonna really check that out. So I mean, I can understand if certain people are trying to make this into a comedy stream, but at the same time, this is actually a pretty serious stream as of right now. So hopefully that some of you people can actually understand where I'm coming from. Yep. But anyways, I'm gonna go in and see there's gonna be some more comments because in a little while I will be reacting to Black Sheep's videos, and hopefully tomorrow I will be preparing a special live stream of me defending him, and hopefully I'll get it right this time because you could say that the last time that I actually tried doing this on the Bad Blood Misfits, I mean, granted I at least tried, but at least I let other people said their own piece. And not only that, but one thing that is great as of right now is Black Sheep, he is receiving, a lot more support than ever before. So that's one thing I got to give props to Black Sheep is, he actually called out and exposed Larry the Gayman fan. And as a result, he's receiving a lot more support than ever before. But all I can really say as of right now is if Larry the Gayman fan wants to keep making an ass out of himself, I'm going to be honest, he's just giving us more support than ever before. So yeah, that's one thing that I want to be saying. But anyways, I'm gonna go and see there's gonna be some more people in the live chat, what or rather more comments, what I meant to say. So I'm just gonna be waiting and see there's gonna be some more comments really quick, and yeah. And there is a slight possibility that I might let people into the streamer panel, but right after the video because I don't want to go off topic. So just to give some of you people a heads up on that. So Yeah. Wait, hold on just a second. Oh, really? Wait, hold on one second really quick. So let me go ahead and I think I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at my Instagram really quick. So yeah, that's one thing that I want to be saying. So yeah. Wait, hold on one second. Um, I believe I'm actually is someone trying to okay, give me one second. I believe I'm actually hearing some, some noise at the moment. So I think I'm gonna go in and actually check it out really quick before I actually continue with this, certain live stream that I'm actually doing. Okay, so give me one second. I think I'm gonna go ahead and actually put something in the live chat and wait, put this overlay and I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go and see what that noise is about because okay, the noise that I'm actually hearing right now is kind of annoying. All right, then so I'm gonna go ahead and be right back. Okay, I'm back. I do apologize for that 5 minute delay, but thankfully I'm already here. So hopefully I didn't really miss a lot in the live chat. So, and I will get to that in just a second, really quick. So, yeah. Okay, then. So all I can really say right now is most likely I'm going to go ahead and see what some people are going to be saying in the live chat. And if there was some background noise that some people were actually hearing, I do apologize. I can't really do anything about that, but I'm not going to really, say anything too much about that. Yep. But anyways, wait, hold on one second really quick. Let me go and see who is in the live chat. Okay, I want to say that as of right now is if there's some, I'm not gonna really say anything too much in the live chat, but anyways, I will get to the video in just a second, but I'm gonna go and see if there's gonna be some people that will be saying their piece on this before I actually get the video up and ready. Yep. Let me just go ahead and check something really quick in the live chat. Okay then, so just wanna just verify. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore it. Okay then, so I believe someone is trying to send me a message on Discord, but I'm not gonna worry too much about that because this live stream is more important right as of right now. Yep. But anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead and wait and see if some people are gonna be saying their piece on this before I actually, am gonna be getting started with this. And one thing that I want to be saying as of right now is for this upcoming week, I will be providing some interesting, live streams, like I said before. But at the same time, one thing that is for certain though is I'm gonna go ahead and actually see if there's gonna be, I will have some more topic Friday, but right after Thursday, if anything. Yep. But let me go ahead and actually verify if I actually got this video up and ready. Yep, I actually do. So I'm just waiting to see if there's gonna be some people that are gonna be saying their piece, and yeah. And I'm still gonna be debating to make sure if I can invite some people into the streamer panel, but if I'm unable to, then most likely I'll be able to do it for tomorrow. But this is one thing I want to say. If I'm gonna be defending Black Sheep as of tomorrow, we have to make sure that we actually keep it on topic. So I'm only gonna go ahead and actually invite certain people into the streamer panel for tomorrow. That is if they actually want to. So yeah, that's one thing that I want to be saying. Yep. But anyways, wait, hold on one second. Oh, look at this, people. Look who's actually in the live chat. And I will get to this in just a second really quick because I'm actually interesting that this person hasn't been in my live chat for quite a while. So yeah, wait, hold on one second. So okay, so let me go to see who is here as of right now. We've got the F Rock show. How's it going? Okay, this will be it right now. So I'm officially done with lying Larry. I can't believe I even trust him. Wow. All I can really say as of right now, Forrest, is it's far better that you actually do that because I mean, I get it. I mean, as a real Christian man like yourself, you try to, I guess you could say, be cordial in this situation, but let's be honest, Forrest. I mean, you definitely tried your best, but it's like no one can actually reason with this guy, and that's quite unfortunate. That certain people actually try it, but the problem is he doesn't want to listen to you know certain people, and that's such a damn shame. Okay, so let me go and see what Forrest is saying right now. At Spirit 21, I'm gonna record my testimony video about Larry. In all honesty, Forrest, I mean, if you actually want to be doing that, then that is entirely up to you. But if I'm gonna be honest with you about this, Forrest, I don't think Spirit 21 is gonna be doing another part calling out, Larry the Gayman fan, if I'm being honest with you. I mean, that's up to him. I really can't force Spirit 21 on what he can and can't do, but I just really can't really say anything about that. So yeah. Wait, hold on one second. Give me 1 second, really quick. I think BKTV official is trying to tell me something in the live chat. Okay, so I will get it. I will get to this in just a second. Okay, so let me go to see what BKTV official is saying right now. Remember that live stream you made about defending the F Rock? Okay, so to answer your question, BKTV official is yes, I actually do remember it, but I'm not quite sure if I actually had that live stream, if I'm gonna be honest with you. But let me go ahead and actually save your comment really quick. So yeah, that's one thing I want to be saying. Okay then, so let me go ahead and see if there's gonna be some new people in the live chat. So yeah, yep. Okay, so this is one thing I want to say right now is mods, get rid of this troll account. So, yep. Thankfully, I have a lot of moderators, and thankfully, you people have my permission if, you know, if you people actually want to get rid of this troll. Yep. Okay, so let me go ahead and see who. Wait, okay, so let me go to see who is here as of right now. Hey, Zach D. What's up, man? I see you, Zach D, and it's actually great to see you as of right now. So, thankfully, I just saved your comment. So, yeah, that's one thing I want to say. Yep. Okay, then. So, I'm gonna go ahead and see if there's gonna be, some more comments really quick before I actually get started with this. So, give me 1 second, really quick. Yep. Okay, then. So, let me go ahead. Wait, is BK trying to tell me something that so many people actually gave Larry many chances, but he can't redeem himself? Oh, okay then. I see it. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and see what Nigerian Sniper 666 is saying about this situation. Okay, let me see what he's saying right now. I never engaged with the cunt Larry once, but from what I've heard, aside from the Sonya thing, dude's an absolute wanker. I actually agree where you're coming from, Nigerian Sniper 666. Yep, most definitely. But let's just be glad that you actually never interacted, with Gayman fan. And if I'm gonna be honest with you, Nigerian Sniper 666 is I've actually talked with some people behind the scenes about this situation, and let's be honest, nobody can reason with Larry the Gayman fan. Like literally nobody can. And that's quite unfortunate. I mean, think about it like this. It's like I'm not gonna say myself, but other people like tried so much with this guy, and it's like no matter what we say, he doesn't want to listen to any of us, and that's quite unfortunate that he doesn't want to. Anyways, let me see what BKTV official is saying right now. So many people gave Larry many chances to redeem himself, but he's still in his own ways. Yep, that seems to be the case, BK. So all I can really say as of right now is Larry, he's never going to be changing, and that's just quite unfortunate that he's never going to be, have the chance to actually do that. Because one thing that is for certain, though, and I will be saying this for context purposes. So, take for example, Jackal Gold Kick. I mean, I will give credit where credit is due. Is he at least tried to be the peacemaker in this whole situation? That he tried to tell Larry to move on from us. But does Larry ever listen? No, he absolutely does not even listen whatsoever, and that's quite unfortunate that he's never gonna listen. So, and if he keeps up with this behavior, he's gonna end up losing more and more friends. Anyways, let me see what Zach D is saying right now. Yup, Larry will never learn. Yep, that's quite unfortunate that he's the type of person that's never going to be learning, and that's how much that I want to be saying as of right now, Zach. So whatever Larry's going to be doing, he's going to be stuck on his old ways, and yeah, and this is coming from the same guy who literally said, and I quote, "All R-rated movies or films rather are bad. They are satanic and they go up against the Bible or whatever he said." Which, by the way, it's like, what gives him the right to tell people what they can and can't watch? It's like I don't even know. Like he literally thinks in his own head that he's I don't know some type of god or something. But I'm not even surprised. Anyways, let me go and see what Forrest is saying right now. My video, I'm gonna be as chill as I can because I don't want to stir up anything. Okay, Forrest, I could definitely understand where you're coming from as of right now, but all I can really say right now, Forrest, is you do what you gotta be doing. So yeah. But anyways, let me go ahead and see if there's gonna be some more comments in the live chat, and I'm finally gonna go ahead and get the video up and ready. And all I can really say right now is if some people actually want to give out, say their own testimony on this, then you know, well, right after the video, then I'd be happy to let some of you people into the streamer panel, no problem. Yep. But anyways, let me go ahead and see if there's gonna be some more comments. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and see what Nigerian Sniper 666 is saying right now. And sup, mate? Didn't see you there at Zacti Productions. Oh yeah, this is one thing that I do want to be saying as of right now is so when it comes to Nigerian Sniper, yeah, Nigerian Sniper 666 is one thing that is for certain though is he now supports me, but also he supports Zach D Productions. So think about it like this: whenever Zach D, it's up to him on whether he wants to go live. Sometimes Nigerian Sniper 666 will be there in the live chat. So yeah. And by the way, Zach, since you're actually in the live chat, it would be cool if you can actually make Nigerian Sniper 666 into a moderator. So thankfully, I made him into a mod. No problem because thankfully I never once had an issue with them, but thankfully me and Nigerian Sniper 666 are actually cool with each other. So thankfully me and him don't have an issue no more. But anyways, let me go and see what Forrest is saying about the situation. Larry the Layman fan, Larry the Madman fan, Larry the Moron Man fan, Larry the Creep Man fan. Wow. All I can really say as of right now is it's just pretty funny that you actually said that as of right now, Forrest. So yeah. And all I can really say right now is to the people that I've actually made into, moderators, yes, the ones that I actually made into mods, if there's any troll accounts, just immediately, block them because, I know it can be a bit distracted, but at the same time, just block and ignore. So yeah, that's one thing I want to say. Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and see what Libby Fan is saying about this situation. Okay, so let me see what she's saying right now. I never trusted Larry, and I never interacted Larry to begin with. I actually agree where you're coming from, Livy, but let's just be thankful that you actually never interacted with this, with Larry the Gayman fan. So just to give you a heads up on that. Yep. But all I can really say as of right now is wait, hold on one second, really quick. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually save this comment whenever I can, there, Libby, since you are one of my biggest subscribers and supporters. So that's one thing I want to give you props for. Yep. Okay, hold on one second. Who keeps sending me messages on Discord? Give me one second because okay, to the people that are actually sending me DMs on Discord, I don't mind, but at the same time, I'm doing a live stream. Like, please. So yeah, that's one thing that I want to say. Okay, so let me go ahead and see what Zach D is saying right now. Larry likes the drama. That's why he just keeps going with it. Yep, I can actually agree where you're coming from, Zach D. So all I can really say as of right now is he's the type of person that likes drama like quite a lot. And is he ever gonna stop? No, he's not gonna be stopping. But all I can really say as of right now is I'm just hoping that I will be saying my final piece when it comes to Larry the Game event because let's be honest, I don't really think I need to talk about him any more longer. But one thing that is for certain though is I'm really hoping for this weekend and for next week I'll be talking about something else because let's be honest, a lot of us are getting fed up and sick and tired of Larry the Game Man fans bullshit. Yeah. But anyways, let me go ahead and see what Forrest is saying. I try being a peacemaker too, and I'm not giving him any more chances. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Exactly, Forrest. I can definitely agree where you're actually coming from. Yep. So one thing that I want to say to you, Forrest, is it's just far more better if you don't give him any more chances. I mean, from you're actually telling me as of right now is you actually gave him two chances. But if I'm being honest with you, Forrest, don't even give him any more chances. But if you actually want to, say your testimony, you're more than welcome to actually do so because I actually want to hear your part. But on it's quite unfortunate that you weren't on Spirit 21's, video about this, but oh well, he's gonna have to do for the time being. So yeah. But let me go ahead and see what Forrest is gonna be saying about this. Not all R-rated movies are that bad. This way also said he treats R-rated movie and mature rating video games like a demon. If I'm gonna be honest with you on this, Forrest, so he wants to go out of his way and claim that every R-rated movie is bad, but doesn't he actually play M-rated games? So he's a complete hypocrite for that because let's be honest, this is the way I see it. R-rated movies and M-rated games, they're exactly the same thing. So all I can really say as of right now is Larry is a complete hypocrite for actually saying stuff like that. It's like, why? But I don't even know. Anyways, let me go and see what BKTV official is saying right now. He is one of those religious nut jobs. All I can really say as of right now, BK, is it doesn't really come as a shock that he's actually, trying to be like this. So yeah. But all I can really say right now is whatever Larry is doing, it doesn't really come as a shock for me. Like it honestly doesn't. So yeah, that's one thing I want to say. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get to these comments before I actually react to, the homie Black Sheep of the World 98's videos. And all I can really say right now is I should have asked him, but in my own personal opinion, I don't think he actually minds that I actually react to his videos. Because, what can I say? He's actually one of my homies, and thankfully I never once had an issue with Black Sheep. I may have some disagreements with him, but thankfully he's one of my homies regardless. But anyways, let me go and see what Zach D is saying right now. When it comes to being a Christian watching movies, it's not the rating you need to look out for, it's the content that is in the film. Exactly, exactly. Like that is one thing I can definitely agree with you on. Like it's not about like the actual rating, it's about what's in the film. But, you know, can Larry actually acknowledge that? No, absolutely not, because that's just how stupid this guy, this gay man fan actually is. Anyways, let me go ahead and actually take care of this comment because I don't need to be looking at stuff like that. So yeah. So thankfully, I've already got rid of that troll account. Okay, so let me go ahead and actually save your comment really quick there, Zach D. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually get to some of these comments, and I will get to the video in just a second, really quick. So yeah. Okay, let me see what Rage Master is saying right now. Yet he plays mature video games, but yet he complains about R-rated movies. That makes no sense. Exactly, Rage Master. Exactly, man. But all I can really say as of right now is he's a complete hypocrite for actually believing in that. It's like, dude, whatever you're actually saying as of right now, like he makes no sense whatsoever. Because I said it once, and I will say it again. Both R-rated movies and M-rated video games, they're exactly the same. But does Larry actually acknowledge that? No, he honestly doesn't. Which, by the way, doesn't really come as a shock for me. Yep. Okay, then. So just give me 1 second, really quick. And okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and see what for. gonna be saying about this. Okay, so this is what he's saying right now. Also, if you guys haven't done so, check out my music I have on my channel. So I see. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually save that comment. So yeah. And one thing I want to say right now is for tomorrow, I'm only gonna be selecting certain people about this. So when it comes to like new people, unfortunately I'm not gonna be able to invite them because I don't know them that well. But if the new people actually want to, talk to me behind the scenes, they're more than welcome to do so on Facebook, Discord, and Instagram. So yeah, that's one thing I want to say. Yep. Okay, then. So I'm gonna go ahead and see what Forrest is gonna be saying really quick in just a second, if I can find the comment really quick. So yeah. Okay, so I do see the comment from Forrest. Okay, let me see what he's saying right now. What Larry said about Sonya was disgusting and disrespectful. I actually agree where you're coming from, Forrest. So yeah. Wait, hold on one second, really quick. So, all I can really say right now is if you actually want to talk to me on Discord right after the live stream, like if you actually want to talk with me like on a regular, sort of like this, like a regular phone call, then I wouldn't mind. But right after the live stream, so for the new people that are in the live chat, so I'm gonna go and see if some people are down with that. So yeah. But anyways, I gotta get back to the live stream really quick because I'm gonna go ahead and get to these comments before I actually, get to the video really quick. So yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and see what Zach D is gonna be saying about this. Okay, and I will be bringing this up for content purposes. If Larry is not going to respectfully disagree, then he needs to move on. Same with that SJW idiot, Sean Murray. I actually agree where you're coming from, Zach D. But let's be honest, who really cares about Sean Murray? But I can fully understand that you were just bringing that up for, you know, context purposes. So yeah, that's one thing that I want to be saying. Yep. But I will get to your next comment in just a second, really quick, Zach D. But all I can really say as of right now is, yeah, who really cares about that, SJW idiot? Because, he's just beyond irrelevant at this point. Like, he honestly is. Yep. But anyways, let me go and see if I can get to your next comment really quick, Zach D. Okay, so I do see it. So let me see what you're saying about this. And Larry doesn't need to bring you up, Robert. Every single time he brings up cyberbullies. If I'm gonna be honest, that particular word, the word cyberbullies, it's already been thrown out the window because let's be honest, that word is getting beyond at this point. So at this point, Larry, he can use that word as much as he wants, but let's be honest, that word means nothing to us anymore. Why? Because it is beyond at this point. So yeah. But if Larry cannot acknowledge that, then that's his own problem. So that's one thing I want to say. That is his problem, not ours. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and see if there's gonna be some more comments in the live chat really quick. So yeah. Okay, so let me go ahead and see who's here right now in the live chat. We've got Abstract Tom. How's it going? But anyways, it's good to see you as of right now, Abstract Tom. So hopefully that you are doing well for yourself. So all I can really say right now is hopefully that you'll be watching this live stream. Well, you are in the live chat, but hopefully but since you're actually here as of right now, Astra Tom, is I'm gonna go ahead and actually get the video up and ready so that way you can give your thoughts and opinion on it. So yeah, that's one thing that I do want to. That's one thing that yeah, that's one thing I want to be saying to you, Astra Tom. So let me go ahead and actually save your comment really quick if I could. Yep. Okay, so let me go ahead and see if there's gonna be some other comments really quick in the live chat. So, okay, so I'm gonna get to some final one before I actually get to the video really quick. Okay, so let me go ahead and see what Atra Tom is saying right now. I went to library, card spotting, train spotting, then I played pickleball alone. Okay, I don't even know what you mean by that, Asher Tom, but that's good that you actually had a good time, that you went to library, you spot cars, and then you spot trains, and then you played pickleball alone. If I'm gonna be honest with you, Asher Tom, I don't even know what you actually do when it comes to those certain activities, but I don't even know. I mean, it's your area, you could do what you like, but I'm just saying if those are the activities that you actually like doing, then props to you, I guess, if you actually do enjoy that. So yeah, that's one thing that I want to be saying. But going forward, I'm gonna go ahead and get to Zach D's comment, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get to the video really quick. Okay, so let me go ahead and see what Zach D is saying right now. There's P-13 movies that are arguably more explicit than some R-rated movies. I actually agree where you're coming from, Zach D. Oh, and by the way, Zach D, since you're actually here in the live chat, I guess you could say that Spirit 21 actually defended you in one of his videos. So just to give you a heads up on that. So I think it's safe to say that, you and him are actually friends as of right now. Maybe not like, what's the word, best friends, but all I can really say right now, just as good friends for the time being. So yeah. But anyways, without any further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and actually get the video up and ready. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's finally about that time for me to get the video up and ready. But anyways, without any further ado, here is the video right here, right now. So, as the people can actually see, as of right now, this is actually one of the homie Black Sheep of the World 98's video. So all I can really say right now is everything that he actually said about, Larry the Gayman fan is actually pretty true. So just to give some of you people a heads up on that. But all I can really say as of right now is hopefully that some of you people are going to be enjoying this particular video. So yeah, and all I can really say right now is I gotta give major props to the homie Black Sheep of the Roar 98 for actually making this video. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually react to this video, and if some people actually want to give your thoughts and opinion on it, which by the way, it's a pretty good video, I highly recommend they actually check it out. So yeah. But anyways, without any further ado, this is one thing I gotta say. Black Sheep of the Roar 98, the floor is yours.
All right. So this Peckerwood, Larry the Gay Man fan, once got my name in his mouth. Dude, keep my fucking name out your white mouth, dude. You are a fucking loser. You are a fucking nobody, dude. Don't nobody care about you. Ain't nobody checking for your stupid channel, your stupid videos. Dude gonna say I'm one of the worst YouTubers ever. When dude makes boring ass videos that put people to sleep, dude constantly shoving religion down everybody's throat, dude getting butthurt and triggered over opinions and fucking memes and shit like that. Like, dude, you are the worst fucking YouTuber of all time, dude. Ain't nobody checking for you. Bro, I've never heard anybody say, hey, yo, check out that new Larry the Gay Man fan video. No one says that because your videos fucking suck, dude. They're garbage. And and this dude be telling people what to do with their channels. Dude, motherfuckers can do whatever the fuck they want with their channels. Just because your channel sucks and it's garbage don't mean you gotta tell other people what the fuck to do with their channel. You can't be telling us shit when your channel sucks. And another thing, this dude always talking about I never show my face. I don't have to show my fucking face. What the fuck you worried about what I look like for? Like, how gay are you? Yeah, you are gay. Like, I don't gotta show my fucking face. None of your fucking business what the fuck I look like. So stop trying to worry about what I look like. And I don't give a fuck how many subscribers I got. To be honest with you, I really don't give a fuck about this YouTube shit, to be honest. I really don't. I'm just doing this shit just to do it and just to make fun of losers like you and call out losers like you because you deserve it. Like, and this dude is brain dead, and this dude is a brain dead retard. He calls people a cyberbully just because, like, every time, like, he always running his mouth talking shit about people, and then when motherfuckers respond to him, he calls them a cyberbully and all that. I'm that's not a fucking cyberbully, dumbass. Learn the fucking definition of a cyberbully, you fucking retard. Like, and this dude think, and this dude think having 300 subscribers means something, dude. 300 subscribers. So the fuck what? That don't mean shit. Half of the motherfuckers are bots anyway. Like, you're a fucking nobody, dude. You're a fucking janitor at a fucking hospital making minimum wage, living paycheck to paycheck. You broke as fuck. You're a loser. You get no women. You're bald. And you look like Jeffrey Dahmer. Like, let's be real. What woman would lust over a dude that looked like this? Over a dude that looked like Jeffrey Dahmer, that's bald, that makes minimum wage, living paycheck to paycheck, broke as fuck, playing irrelevant ass video games that nobody plays no more. I do. Nobody cares about your stupid video games, dude. You spend your minimum wage money on video games, like bro. Like for real, this dude gets no women. Women run from this dude. Like this dude don't stand for nothing. And this dude be saying the N word, dude. You better keep that N word out your mouth, white boy, for your white face get turned red. Like for real. And and then another thing, this every time when motherfuckers respond to this dude talking shit about him, he gets his fuck buddy Jackal Gold kick to come help him. What a pussy! You're a fucking bitch. And I remember when that retard Jackal Gold kick stopped being cool with him for one point. Larry the Gayman fan was crying like a little bitch. Dude, you are a fucking beta male cuck simp. Yeah, and this dude is a simp too. Like, dude. So, so I'm telling you right now, Larry the Gayman fan, keep my name out your fucking mouth. Okay? Don't nobody like you. Nobody cares about you. You're an outcast to society and you're irrelevant. Ain't nobody thinking about you or your stupid ass videos that put people to sleep. And your dirty ass black cat Miles, that dusty ass cat. I hate that fucking cat. So yeah, why don't you shut the fuck up? Keep your mouth shut. Stupid dumbass pussy.
Thank you for your intake there, Black Sheep. I appreciate it. Thank you for speaking on your experience with the piece of shit. So all I can really say as of right now is that was it. So all I can really say as of right now is that was a pretty damn good video that Black Sheep has ever made. So yeah. This is one thing that I do want to say right now is I believe he made another part to this video. I would, I would like to play it, or rather, I would love to play it, but unfortunately, for some strange reason, Streamer is not letting me share for whatever strange reason. But I'm not gonna worry too much about that. But one video should be more than enough. So hopefully that some of you people actually did enjoy the video. So yeah, that's one thing that I want to be saying. Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get to some more comments in the live chat really quick. So yeah. Okay. So let me go and see what Zach D saying right now. I know I was missing some comments, and I will get to that in just a second. Okay, so let me go and see what Zach D is saying right now. For example, if I'm watching a movie with family, I'd be more comfortable watching Rambo, John Wick, and the Equalizer with them than the original Triple X movie, PG-13. Exactly, exactly. So all I can really say as of right now is there is nothing wrong with watching R-rated movies with your family, but as long as it's not, inappropriate, if anything. So that's one thing that I want to say to you as of right now, Zach D. But can Gayman fan actually comprehend that? No, absolutely he cannot do that because that is how stupid he is. So yeah, that's one thing I want to say. But anyways, I will get to some more comments in really quick in the live chat, and I do apologize if I'm actually missing some. So yeah. Anyways, let me go ahead and see what BKTV official is saying right now. Someone's offended. Yep, you guessed it, BKTV official. I mean, all I can really say right now is Larry the Gayman fan is he just extremely offended because we're actually calling his ass out. But if you don't like it, then tough shit. Because one thing that is for certain though is we're not gonna let Larry the Gayman fan talk shit on any of us. And it's like this. He could do it to us, but when we do it to him, it's like this. When we actually fight back, he literally plays the victim card. So I'm not even surprised about that. But yeah. But anyways, BKTV official, I will be saying saving your comment, and I will get to some more comments in just a second, really quick. But let me go and see if I can actually check it out for myself. Okay, so I'm gonna go and see what Zach D is saying right now. Okay, so this is what Zach D is saying right now. Yeah, I only brought him up as he's another one who can't move on. That's fine, Zach D. So all I can really say right now is you're totally fine. So all I can really say as of right now is I can fully understand that you had to bring up, Sean Murray, but only for context purposes. But if I'm gonna be honest with you on this, Zach, I will not be surprised if he's gonna be joining forces with, Sean. But if that's the case, then these two dipshits are gonna be proving our point. Like that's just how pathetic both of them actually are. Okay, so I believe I'm seeing a comment really quick from Forrest, and I will get to that in just a second, really quick. But let me go ahead and see if there's going to be some more comments really quick. Unfortunately, I'm not really seeing anything, but I will get to some more comments really quick. Okay, so I will be seeing what Forrest is going to be saying about this. I will be visiting my grandparents later on today, but maybe we could talk tomorrow sometime. Okay, Forrest. All I can really say as of right now is you're more than welcome to actually reach out to me behind the scenes if you actually want to. But one thing that I do want to say to you as of right now, Forrest, is most likely I will be doing these certain live streams about Larry the Gay Man fan, which is tomorrow and Thursday, and it will be happening. And then right after that, when the weekend is coming, and as far as next week, I'm gonna see if I can talk about other stuff, such as open forums, chill streams, etc. Because if I'm gonna be honest, I do not want to keep talking about Larry the Gay Man fan because it's like what certain people are saying. You know, for us people in the community, talking about Gay Man fan is it's like beating a dead horse at this point. So yeah. Anyways, let me go to see what BKTV official is saying right now. Larry don't even know the true meaning of a cyberbully. Exactly, BK. That's just how stupid he is, but he doesn't even want to acknowledge that. It's like this. Like Larry the Game Man thing, that's like his best, comeback word or something. It's like, really, dude? It's like that's not even affecting us anymore. It never even affect us because, that's like his go-to word, the word cyberbully. It's like come up with something new because as of right now, Larry the Game Man doesn't even show any proof whatsoever that any of us are cyberbully. And this dude had the nerve to go after Black Sheep of the Roar 98, which, by the way, I will be defending him tomorrow. And it will happen. But anyways, let me go in and see what Zach D is gonna be saying about this. So this is what Zach D is saying right now. Yeah, Jackal told me about that. I appreciate Spear Dude if you're here. Yep. All I can really say as of right now, Zach, is I'm not quite sure if Spear Dude 21 is in the live chat, but yeah. But it was actually nice to see that you were part of his video, I guess. Yep. But I'm just about done, checking out these comments, and I will get to some more comments in just a second really quick. So yeah. Okay, so let me go ahead and actually save this comment, and yeah. Okay, so this is one thing I want to say as of right now is I don't think I'm going to be allowing people into the StreamYard panel because this is just me, reacting to, the video, if anything. Yep. But most likely tomorrow I will invite some people, but if it's a possibility. Okay, let me see what Asher Tom is saying right now. I'm back. It's good to see that you're back right now, Asher Tom. Yep. Oh, and by the way, Asher Tom, this is one thing I want to say to you. As of right now, is I might consider making your other channel, your so-called main channel, if I got that correctly. I might consider making that into a monitor. So I'll think about it if I actually want to make, your main channel into a mon. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe you actually gave me a shout out, in your own main channel, which I do appreciate. So I just never thought that you actually enjoy my content, which I do appreciate. Yeah. So all I can really say as of right now, Asher Tom, is I do appreciate it. Yep. Okay, so let me go ahead and see what some other people are going to be saying about this. Okay, so let me go and see what HF99 is saying right now. Larry, you suck. I actually agree with you, HF99. Like, he definitely does suck. And not only that, but he wants to keep the drama going. But let's be honest, the more drama that he's going to be doing, the more friends he's going to be losing. And he's got no one to blame but himself, like, literally at all. But if he wants to keep the drama going, then, the best thing to do is just let him. He's going to end up losing more and more friends, and more people want nothing to do with them. I mean, what can I say? That's just how pathetic Larry the Gayman fan actually is. So, yeah. But and one thing I will not be surprised is if he's gonna be like, making a response, especially to me, I will not be surprised. Like, for real. Okay, let me see what Libby fan is saying about this as of right now. Larry is a loser. I actually agree where you're coming from, Libby. So yeah. I mean, what can I say at this point? It's like nobody, and I mean literally nobody in this world likes Larry the Game Man fan. I mean, I'm not talking about like, US in general, but I'm talking about like, people from outside the US. Like, literally. That's just how pathetic Larry the Game Man fan actually is. Yep. So I guess you could say it's not just us Americans, but also like people from different countries that don't even like Larry the Game Man fan. But what can I say? If he wants to keep doing this to himself, then let him, because he's definitely going to become a lost cause at this point. So yeah. Anyways, let me go ahead and see what Libby fan is saying right now. Black Sheep was speaking facts. I actually agree where you're coming from, Libby. And not to mention, this is one thing I do want to say right now is even, Libby fan, even she can't stand Larry the Game Man fan. So, and this is coming from someone who is actually a Libby. So yeah, I guess you could say as of right now is even, the Libbies can't stand Larry the Game Man fan. Yep. But one thing I want to say as of right now is I might consider talking about like a special topic for Libby's, but I might consider doing that another time, because as of right now, this live stream is supposed to be about Larry the Game Man fan. So yeah, that's one thing that I want to say. Yep. Okay, so let me go ahead and see if there's gonna be some, you know, other comments really quick. So, okay, let me see what BKTV official is saying right now. Larry is whack 100. All I can really say is if right now BKTV official is, I don't know what you actually mean by that, but that is gotta be the most hilarious shit I have ever, checked out. This is one of the main reasons why I just love my live chat because let's be honest, we give no fucks, about Larry the Gayman fan. Oh boy. Okay, so one thing I want to say as of right now is, to this person, I mean, I believe the person is a troll in the live chat, but if I'm gonna be honest, it's like mods, get rid of this troll account. I actually recognize that username, and let's just say that he's been bothering, the Week Club. I'm not gonna say the full details, but all I can really say as of right now is mods go ahead and get rid of him. So thankfully, I got a lot of moderation in live chat, which by the way, the moderators will be doing their own thing. So yeah. Yep. Okay, so let me go ahead and actually get rid of this, certain comment from a certain troll. There we go. I do not need to take a look at that. Yep. Okay, so let me go ahead and see if I'm receiving some updates, from my DMs really quick. Wait, hold on just a second really quick. Am I seeing what I think I'm seeing as of right now? Wait, hold on one second really quick. Okay, I'm not gonna worry too much about that. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry too much about that. But anyways, I'm gonna see if I can get back to what I originally was gonna do when it comes to live streaming and stuff like that. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and see if there's gonna be some people that are gonna be saying their piece because I'm gonna go ahead and actually end this live stream shortly after. Yep. Because let's be honest, I've already said what I had to say when it comes to Black Sheep of the World 98's video. And keep this in mind, tomorrow I will be defending him. And if Black Sheep wants to join the streamer panel, I'd be happy to invite him because, if Black Sheep wants to say his own piece on this, he is more than welcome to do so. I mean, what can I say? He's been extremely loyal to all of us. And one thing that is for certain, this is indeed a fact. None of this would have happened if Gayman fan actually made his response to Black Sheep. Well, I'm not talking about the video. I'm talking about the community post because I've actually seen it. It's like this. We're not doing shit to Larry the Gayman fan, but he wants to go around and starting shit with us for no reason. And it's like this. Me and Black Sheep, we're just doing our own thing as of right now. Okay, let me see what BKTV official is saying right now. Have you listened to Two Life Crew? To answer your question, BKTV official, no, unfortunately, I don't know too much about Two Life Crew, so I do apologize. But anyways, let me go and get back to the original topic as of right now. So one thing that is for certain though is as far as Larry the Game Man fan, it's like you can actually go to his channel and let's just say he's making a lot more drama videos than gaming videos. And not only that, but he's also making drama community posts as well. But if he wants to keep this shit up, then go for it because let's be honest, he's gonna end up losing more and more friends, and Jackal Gold Kick is definitely one of them. So yeah, that's one thing I want to be saying. But I'm gonna go ahead and wait and see if there's gonna be some more comment before I actually end this live stream because all I can really say right now is I've already said what I had to say in regards to the majority of this live stream. So keep this in mind. I will be defending Black Sheep tomorrow just to give some people a heads up on that. And and for those who are actually wondering is will I react to the video that Spirit 21 actually did? I mean, I would do it, but like I said earlier, there's a certain part within the video that I did not like, and I'm not gonna be playing it. So yeah. But Spirit 21, if you're actually here in the live chat, I would react to your video, but again, I don't want to because you could say there was a certain part within the video that I did not like. So you could say a particular person. I'm not gonna be saying his name. I'm not gonna be saying the name, but you know what I'm referring to. And for those who are actually wondering, I'm not gonna be saying it, but I will be saying it behind the scenes if so many people are actually down to talk with me behind the scenes. So yeah. Wait, hold on just a second. Is it just me or is my subscriber count numbers going up? I mean, if this is the case, then I do appreciate it. Like I'm being for real on this, but one thing that is for certain though is I'm just gonna go ahead and actually make some you could say final streams about Larry the Game event and hopefully for this upcoming weekend or rather and for next week I'm gonna go ahead and actually talk about something else. So yeah. But at the same time, I don't want to get too much into Spirit 21's videos, but just go check out his video. It was a pretty good video. Well, the majority of it was, but you know. But one thing that is for certain though is I gotta give props to Spirit 21 for actually defending all of us. And I believe on one part he did defend Black Sheep of the War 98, Zach T Production, and two other people. So yeah, that's one thing I gotta give props to Spear Dude. And by the way, Spirit Dude, if you're actually here in the live chat, at least you actually tried to be, neutral with the guy. But let's be honest, you tried your best, but he wants to go back on his word and starting drama with people. So all I can really say right now is I wouldn't recommend, having a civil convo because let's be honest, this gaming fan is a religious nut job. So at this point, it's not even worth it. Yep. Certain people actually try to have a conversation with them, but let's be honest, it doesn't work. Like none of it works, and it's quite unfortunate. Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and see if there's gonna be some more comments in the live chat before I actually end this live stream, and then hopefully some people are actually gonna be preparing for tomorrow's live stream. But keep this in mind, I'm only gonna be allowing only certain people, just to give you a heads up on that. Yep. And one thing that I want to say right now is I can't believe there's even like newer people. Well, Nigerian Sniper 666 is actually one of them. Yep. Which, by the way, shout out goes to Nigerian Sniper 666 for actually exposing the absolute fuck out of Larry the Gayman fan. Which, by the way, he definitely deserved that shit. Yep. Wait, is it just me or someone on Discord just sent me a live stream really quick? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and actually take a look at this really quick. So one thing I want to say right now is I'll take a look at it, but I'm not gonna be like watching it and stuff like that. So yeah, yeah, I'm not gonna be joining because I'm actually doing my own live stream for obvious reasons. So yeah, but anyways, I'm not gonna bother too much about that. Yep. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and see if there's gonna be some more comments in live chat before I actually end this because I've already said what I had to say. Yep. Okay, so let me see if there's literally going to be anything right now. Okay, so far I'm not really seeing anything, so no. Yep. Okay, so let me go ahead and see if there's wait, hold on just a second really quick. Alrighty then. So let me go ahead and see if there's okay, I'm not gonna worry too much about that on Discord, but yeah. But I'm gonna go ahead and see if there's gonna be some more comments in the live chat. So yeah. But at the same time, let's see if we can actually try to talk about something else now because I don't want to keep rambling on and on about Larry the Gayman fan. I will say more about that for tomorrow if that makes any sense. So yeah. But one thing that is for certain though is right after these, so-called live streams about Larry the Gay Man fan, I'm really crossing my fingers that I will talk about something else. And if Larry the Gay Man fan wants to respond, to this live stream or whatever, just let him because at this point I'm not even gonna give a fuck. Because let's be honest, because Larry the Gay Man fan, he just wants like attention that badly. So yeah. But let's be honest, I don't even think it's worth it at this point because that's just how stupid Larry the Game Man fan actually is. Yep. But one thing that I do want to say right now is I'm gonna see if I could try to make the live stream for tomorrow. But if I'm unable to do it, then I can't do it. So yeah, that's one thing I want to say. But anyways, let me see if there's gonna be some more comments in the live chat. Okay, so let me go and see what BKTV official is saying right now. See you tomorrow. Oh, okay then. All I can really say is that right now, BKTV official is I do appreciate it. So all I can really say as of right now is, I can't make any promises, but I'm really crossing my fingers that I'll have a, live stream for tomorrow. So just to give you a heads up on that. Yep. Okay, so let me go ahead and see if there's gonna be something else in the live chat really quick. So okay, so far nothing. Yep. And one thing that I want to say as of right now is these live streams are gonna be happening. So yeah, that's one thing that I do want to be saying. I mean, keep this in mind is I will be defending Black Sheep and I will be reacting to one more video and then that should be it. Okay, let me see who's here as of right now. We've got the Weediest Heat 96 Classics. How's it going? Okay, this is who we is right now. Hey, Umbrella. All I can really say as of right now is it's actually great to see you as of right now, Classics. So yeah, but Classics, you just one thing I want to say is I know that you're actually a cool dude to get to know, but one thing I want to say to you is you actually missed the majority of this live stream. But one thing I want to say right now is you can actually check it out whenever you can because I've already said what I had to say throughout the majority of this live stream. Yep. So yeah, that's one thing that I do want to be saying. So keep this in mind for those who are actually tuning in is I will be doing some certain live streams about later the game event, and then after this, I'm gonna be just doing my own thing. Okay, let me go and see who is here as of right now. We've got Killer Cyber Slayer 99. How's it going? Anyways, it's good to see you, Killer Cyber Slayer 99. So yeah. Oh, and by the way, Cyber Slayer 99, since you're actually here in the live chat, is I would invite you into the streamer panel, but keep us in mind, I might consider saving that idea for tomorrow because you could say I'm gonna see if I could try to defend Black Sheep of the War 98 as far as tomorrow and Killer Cyber Slayer 99 is you're more than welcome to actually join the live stream for tomorrow if you actually want to. So but keep us in mind this is just my own personal choice. I'm only going to be selecting certain people to actually join. So just to give you a heads up on that. And Killer Cyberstar 99, if you actually want to join, you are more than welcome to actually do so. So yeah. But anyways, let me go ahead and see what Class 6 is saying right now. Well, I didn't get home until late. Sorry. That's fine, Classic. You can always go ahead and actually, watch this live stream, whenever you can. But just to give you a heads up on, yeah, just to give you a heads up on that, Classic. So yeah. But by the way, Classics, you're actually here in the live chat. This is one thing I want to say as of right now is you should definitely go ahead and check out the homie Black Sheep of the World 98's YouTube channel because he knows how to provide, some good content. And that's one thing that I want to be saying when it comes to Black Sheep. So just search up his name and then you should be able to find his channel, no problem. So one thing that is for sure is he knows how to make some pretty good content. Yep. Okay, so let me go ahead and actually save this comment really quick. So yeah. Okay, so let me go ahead and see if there's gonna be something else really quick on my DMs. Okay, so far nothing. Okay, so let me go ahead and see if there's gonna be something else. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and wait and see if there's gonna be some comments before I actually end this live stream because let's be honest, I've already said what I had to say when it comes to me reacting to, Black Sheep's video, and I'm only gonna be playing one of his videos. So yeah, yep. And one thing that I do want to be saying as of right now is I might consider, you know, I guess you could say doing some more reaction live streams, whatever you want to call it. So yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and see if there's gonna be some final comment before I actually end this. Okay, and I'm actually noticing that certain people are actually trying to DM me on Discord. I will get to that, but right after the live stream. So yeah, that's one thing that I want to be saying. Yep. But anyways, classics and Killer Cyber 99. So both of you are here. You're more than welcome to actually say your piece in the live chat if you actually want to. Yep. Oh, and by the way, this one thing I do want to be saying as of right now is when it comes to Killer Cyber 99 is I've actually spoken to him about this, about Larry the Gayman fan, and let's just say that Killer Cyber 99, he cannot stand Larry the Gayman fan whatsoever. So yeah. But I believe he made videos on Larry the Gayman fan. But if you actually want to say his piece on the streamer panel, he's more than welcome to do so. But most likely it'll be in this channel, and yeah. So that's one thing that I want to say. But let me go ahead and see if there's gonna be, something else really quick. Yep. Okay, so let me go ahead and check something out really quick. Okay, let me go ahead and see what Classics is saying right now. Well, I never paid any attention to Larry. No worries. So I see. But all I can really say as of right now, Classics, is when it comes to Larry, this is one thing I want to say as of right now is I believe yesterday that the Funny Guy 9000 made a video. Well, you could say a warning video about this situation. So all I can really say as of right now is you have to be really careful with Larry because what Funny Guy said in that video, that's true. I mean, it's up to the people if they want to associate themselves with Larry, but let's be honest. I mean, in my own personal opinion, it's just a bad idea because whenever we at least try to, you could say, associate. Well, not I'm not saying myself, but other people, when they actually tried it, it didn't work. Unfortunately, it did not work whatsoever, and that's quite unfortunate. Okay, so let me go ahead and see what Killer Cyber 99 is saying right now. I never trusted Larry in the beginning. I agree with you on that, Killer Cyber 99. Like, I can honestly agree where you're actually coming from. Like, it's far more better that you don't actually trust Larry because, let's be honest, he's just gonna keep the drama keep going and going and going, and he's just not gonna stop, and that's just who he is. And by the way, that's actually funny that Funny Guy actually gave him a nickname, Larry the Drama Fan, or whatever name Funny Guy said. I don't even know. But to be honest, Larry actually had that coming because for what he's actually doing. So at this point, can we honestly be surprised about that? No, we honestly can't at all. So yeah. But anyways, let me go ahead and see what Classics is saying about this. I just stay out of the drama. Don't blame me, Classics. I honestly don't blame you. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually save these comments really quick. So yeah, that's one thing I want to say. But let's be honest, Class Six. At least Funny Guy actually warned you about Larry the Game Man fan. So thankfully, as of right now, you don't have to worry about that. This particular individual. But thankfully, you got myself, you've got the Funny Guy 9000, and most importantly, you've got the Week Club that's gonna be backing you up. Yep. But thankfully for the most part, the Week Club does their own thing. Thankfully they're providing positive content, like no drama or anything like that. So yeah, and the way I see it, this is my opinion. When Funny Guy made that, warning video, in my own personal opinion, that is not a drama video. Like it literally isn't. But if Larry the Game Man fan wants to twist the narrative around and saying, "Oh, Funny Guy is making a drama video about me," no, it isn't. It's literally a warning video. It's like learn the difference, Game Man fan. But all I can really say right now is he doesn't want to acknowledge that. So it's quite unfortunate. It's like anything that you say to Larry the Game Man fan, it's like he's not gonna listen. Like he honestly is not going to listen whatsoever. He wants to go with his own narrative. Yep. But it's just who he is. So all I can really say right now is doesn't really come as a shock at this point. Yep. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and see if there's gonna be some more comments in the live chat. And I will get to that in just a second, really quick. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and see what Class 6 is saying about this. Well, I am gonna go now. Bye, Umbrella. Okay, then. All I can really say as of right now, Class 6 is I do appreciate you stopping by my live chat, but if I'm gonna be honest, like you're more than welcome to actually reach out to me behind the scenes. But I guess you could say if these types of streams that I'm actually doing, well, you could say this is just a reaction live stream. But if these live streams are a bit too much for you, classics, then it's fine. You don't have to be in the live chat if you don't want to, but we can always talk behind the scenes if you actually want to. So yeah, that's one thing I want to be saying. But you do what you got to do, classics. I mean, one thing that is for sure though is at least I'm trying to be a good friend to you, and you're actually showing me support, which I do appreciate. So, but if I'm gonna be honest with you on this, classics, you're always welcome in my live chat whenever you want to. Wait, hold on, just a second. I'm actually surprised that Nigerian Sniper 666 is still in my live chat as we speak. So I'm just really surprised that he was actually watching this entire time. Which, by the way, Nigerian Sniper 666 is you're always welcome to actually express yourself in the live chat whenever you want to, because what can I say? Well, if I'm gonna be honest, I never once had an issue with you, but thankfully you and me are cool now with each other. So yeah, that's one thing that I want to say to you. Yep. Oh, and by the way, Nigerian Sniper 666 is since you're actually in the live chat, I'm actually gonna be addressing some things. Yeah, I'm gonna be addressing them, but give me 1 second, really quick. Alrighty then. So let me see if there's gonna be some new comments really quick in the live chat. Okay, so far I'm not really seeing anything at the moment. Okay. So one thing I want to say to you in regards to you, Nigerian Sniper 666 is I heard that you have I heard that you're on Discord. So if you ever want to reach out to me on Discord, I can actually give you my username, no problem, if you actually want to be adding me there. So just to give you a heads up on that. So if you ever want to have a civil conversation with me on Discord, then I'm gonna go ahead and actually provide it in the live chat, no problem. So yeah, but try those to make sure if you can actually try to find me. But one thing I want to say to you, Nigerian Sniper 666, is if you don't have it, then that's perfectly fine. Yep. But that's entirely up to you of what you actually want to be doing. Yep. But I'm gonna go ahead and see if he's still in the live chat. But if he's unable to, then that's up to him. I really can't say anything about that. Wait, hold on just a second. Really? You're actually gonna be getting a Facebook soon? Well, I'll be. But one thing that I want to say in regards to you, Nigerian Sniper 666, is I just never thought that you're actually, I mean, yes, you are on Discord, but if you're actually gonna be on Facebook, this should come as a surprise. Yeah. You can actually send me a friend request on Discord and Facebook, and I'll be happy to add you as a friend, no problem. Since thankfully, me and you are actually cool with each other. So yeah, that's one thing that I want to be saying. But anyways, hopefully that you actually got the username to my Discord. Whenever you want to reach out to me. So yeah. But when the time is right, if I happen to find your friend request, I'll be happy to add you, and you're always welcome to actually talk to me whenever you can. Yep. And by the way, not to mention, keep up with those good old videos that you're actually making. Which, by the way, I actually do love the editing and all that stuff. I just never thought that you're actually able to make those types of videos in a very cool way. Yep. But oh, by the way, Nigerian Sniper 666. This is one thing that I forgot to say to you. So this is one thing I want to say right now. When it comes to these types of social media platforms, I do have Facebook, Discord, and Instagram. I'm not quite sure if you're gonna get Instagram, but if you can, it's fine. You can just add me on Facebook and Discord, no problem, or Discord and Facebook, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, yep. But anyways, it's about that time for me to end the live stream. So I'm just gonna go ahead and see if there's gonna be any final comment before I actually end this in just a bit. Yep. But let me go ahead and see if I actually save the majority, of your people's comments really quick. Okay. I believe I missed some, but I'm gonna go ahead and actually just go ahead and actually save these comments really quick. Alrighty then. I'm gonna go ahead and actually do that. Okay, so I'll go ahead and save this one. Yep, that should be able to do it. So thankfully, I've already got the majority of your comments because you people are just awesome in the live chat all around. Yep. So wait, hold on just a second, really quick. Is someone trying to message me on Facebook really quick? Give me 1 second. Okay, for some reason now I can't even, I can't even see anything. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry too much about that. Hold on 1 second. I think someone's trying to actually send me a message on Facebook really quick. So let me just go ahead and actually check this out for myself. Okay then. But all I can really say as of right now is I believe I'm receiving a message really quick that I think Nigerian Sniper 666 is actually going to be making his Facebook like pretty soon. And if that's the case, then that would be amazing if you can actually do that. But if you're actually watching this, Nigerian Sniper 666 is just take your time and then you you can add me as a friend whenever you can. So there's no rush for it. I can actually wait, no problem. So yeah. But anyways, let me go ahead and see if I can actually check out my Facebook DMs really quick. So I'm not gonna worry too much about this really quick. Okay. So thankfully I was able to actually check this out for myself. Okay, so to the people in the live chat, if there's gonna be any final comments, go ahead and say your piece because I'm gonna go ahead and actually end this live stream in a bit. So yeah, that's one thing I want to say. But I just never thought that I actually have that much viewership. Like, well, earlier I had a lot of viewership, but I believe people I've already have witnessed Black Sheep of the Word 98's videos and stuff like that. So yeah, that's one thing I want to say. So definitely try to stay tuned for tomorrow's live stream and Thursday's live stream whenever you people can. I can't make any promises like at all, but at the same time, I'll go in and see if I can at least try to. So yeah, that's one thing that I want to say to the people that are watching. Okay, so far I'm not seeing anything as of right now, so no. All right, I'm just gonna go and double check my live chat really quick if I want to make sure that I'm not missing any comments because I believe I've already got the majority of the comments in the live chat. So yeah. Okay then. So all I gotta say as of right now is, as far as this live stream is actually going, I actually had a pretty good time. It may not be like the most fun live stream I've ever done, but I guess you could say I actually had a good time. Yep. Okay. Someone literally keeps sending me some DMs on Discord about this certain live stream. If I'm gonna be honest, I'll have to take a look at this live stream. Not right now, but a bit later. Like, please, people. I mean, I don't mind it, but at the same time, I'm not gonna worry too much about that. Like, I'm just not. Okay, so let me go ahead and see what Libby Fan is saying right now. Bye. I'm gonna go. Okay, then I do appreciate that you actually stopped by in my own live chat, Libby. But see if you can actually try to stay tuned for this week's live stream about tomorrow and Thursday. And one thing I want to say in regards to those live streams is I'm really cross my fingers. Is hopefully that'll be like the last two live streams about Larry the Gayman fan, which I'm really hoping it will. But at the same time, we're gonna have to just wait and see. But if he happens to respond to me, then for me, I'm just gonna just flat out ignore it because he's just gonna be saying the same old shit. So at this point, it's not even worth it. Like it honestly isn't. But yeah. But I'm pretty sure that Larry the Game Man fan will have more responses, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna respond to it because that's just how pathetic he is. Yep. But I just never thought that, other people in my own live chat, they want nothing to do with Larry the Game Man fan. And can I honestly blame them? No, I honestly can't blame them. Yep. So all I can really say right now is at the end of the day, certain people are actually calling his ass out. And not to mention, I just gotta give credit where credit is due in regards to Jackal Goldkid for actually finally making the right decision this time, cutting tie with them and not going back with them. And I heard about what happened. This is the one thing I do want to say right now. Larry the Game Man fan thinks like, sending gifts is gonna like, you know, get you friendships. No, it doesn't work like that. The way I see it, it's like you're bribing a friendship. Like that's not how the world works. I don't even know, but knowing Larry, he thinks that, sending gifts to other people is gonna like change anything. But no. But knowing Larry, he just doesn't listen. It's quite unfortunate, but that's just who he is though. Okay, so give me 1 second really quick. Wait, hold on just a second really quick. I'm actually looking through my StreamYard and I'm actually noticing that StreamYard is actually giving me a new option, but unfortunately, if I actually want this option, then I gotta, pay money for it. I'm like, nah, screw that. It's like, no way, Jose. It's like I am not paying that much money for that. Like, no, thank you. Because knowing StreamYard these days, it is just brutally expensive. It's like this is the way I see it for those who are actually watching. It's like back then it used to be like $25 a month, but these days it's like $40 a month. And I'm like, fuck that shit. No, it's like that is just beyond way too much money. And it's like I am not spending that much money. So no. But anyways, it's about time for me to finally end the live stream in just a bit. And if some people actually want to talk to me behind the scenes, I am more than welcome to actually do so because, you know, wait, hold on just a second really quick. Okay, I'm actually watching this certain live stream, but again, I'm not gonna be saying any names, but at the same time, this is just like pretty surprising that you could say there's some trolling going on this particular live stream, but I'm not gonna be saying any names though. But I don't know if certain people actually want to have fun trolling in this person's, live chat, then I don't even know. I really don't even know what to be saying. Wait, so someone's trying to ask me, um, how do I say this? Someone's trying to ask me about my Discord, behind the scenes. Okay, let me go and see if I can send it. No problem. Give me 1 second, really quick. Okay, so let me go ahead and copy it. So yeah. Okay, so let me just go on ahead and actually do this really quick, and I'll be able to send my Discord, no problem. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and actually wait. Oh, I see it. Copy and paste. Yep, copy. And now I'm gonna go ahead and actually paste it. Yep, there we go. That should be able to do it. And I'm gonna go ahead and try this again really quick. So let me try one more time just to make sure if I can get it right. Alrighty then. So hopefully this will do the trick. Yep. And I'll let this person know. Try those. Okay. There we go. So thankfully I've already, DM'd this person. So yeah. Okay. So let me go ahead and check out more of my DMs from Facebook. And I do apologize if I'm actually getting a bit distracted right now, but at the same time, this is kind of important from my end. And in a little while, I will be ending, how do I say this? I will be ending the live stream shortly after. So, yep. But anyways, I think, this certain person actually wants to add me on Discord, and all I can really say right now is go right ahead. You have my full permission to actually add me on Discord. And if certain people actually want to get to know me on Discord, then I'm actually fine with that because, this is just my own personal opinion. I just like meeting new people on Discord. At the same time, I just like enjoying having conversations with people, you know? But it's just who I am, and I'm pretty sure that other people in the community would actually feel the same way. Even the community themselves, they just like to meet new people. So yeah, that's one thing I want to say. Wait, hold on just a second. Is this what I think it is? Like, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and actually, add this particular person, but right after the live stream. Keep this in mind. Right after the live stream, I'm gonna go ahead and actually add this person, but not right now though. But in a little while though. So yeah, that's one thing I want to say. Wait, let me go ahead and check out. Okay, so I'm kind of noticing that the viewership is actually dropping. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually end this live stream. Not right now though, but in a little while. So I will be saying my final piece on this, and then after this, I'm gonna go ahead and end it because, to be honest, there's not really much for me to talk about. Like literally, I've already said my piece. Well, you could say this is gonna be part one when it comes to Larry the Gayman fan, if anything. But this isn't really me calling his ass out. If anything, this is just more or less just me reacting to one of Black Sheep of the World 98's videos about Larry the Gayman fan. So tomorrow I will be defending Black Sheep of the World 98, and as far as Thursday, I will be reacting to a certain individual about Larry the Gayman fan. I don't think I'm gonna be saying his name though because I actually want to respect his privacy. So yeah, that's one thing that I do want to be saying. So hopefully that's to some people I can understand where I'm actually coming from. So yeah, that's one thing I want to say. So I can see that a certain person is trying to add me on Discord, but again, I will add this person on Discord, but right after the live stream though, because I don't want to get too distracted right now. I really don't. So yeah. But anyways, let me go ahead and actually wait, can I put this in the live chat? Let me give it a try really quick. Okay. Alrighty then. So I believe I can. So all I can really say right now is for those who are watching, I guess you could say you have that much limited time before I actually end the live stream. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually see if there's gonna be some final comment before I actually end this because I've already said what I had to say. So let me go ahead and actually get my overlay ready. It's not banner. I don't know why it's called overlay, but it should have been called banner. But what can you do? Okay, let me go ahead and see if I can actually get this ready. No problem. Yep. So I actually see it. So all I can really say as of right now is I'm gonna go ahead and wait for some final comments, and then after this, I'm finally gonna go ahead and end this live stream. Yep. Wait, am I receiving? Okay, then. So I believe I'm receiving a message really quick on Discord. I mean, not Discord, Facebook. Yeah. I don't know why I confuse, Facebook and Discord. I don't know, but I'm not gonna say the full details. But anyways, are there gonna be any final comments really quick before I end this? Because I've already said what I had to say when it comes to Black Sheep of the War 98's videos. So yep. So that's one thing that I want to be saying. But one thing that is for certain though is I actually had a good time actually did this live stream. I was able to react to the video Black Sheep of the War 98, which by the way, shout out goes to him. And I'm looking forward for his upcoming new content, by the way. But I have to give credit where credit is due when it comes to Black Sheep is at least he's actually trying to provide positive content, which I do appreciate. But at the same time, he has every legal right to defend himself against Larry the Gayman fan. So yeah, man, if Gayman fan doesn't like that shit, then he can go cry a river because it's like this. We have the legal right to defend ourselves against his bullshit. So all I can really say as of right now is if he don't like that shit, then that's his own problem. Like for real, that's his own fucking problem. Yep. But anyways, any final comment before I actually end this live stream because I'm about to end this shortly in a bit. So yep. So I'm gonna go ahead and wait and see if there's gonna be any final comments really quick. So yeah. But anyways, I guess the one thing that I want to say as of right now is try to stay tuned for this upcoming week's live stream. Tomorrow and Thursday when it comes to Larry the Gayman fan, and I'm really crossing my fingers that after this, you know, I'm gonna be moving on from him. But let's just say if he does something personal with within our own community, then you bet your ass we will call his ass out yet again. But at the same time, as far as Spirit 21, I've actually did seen his video, and I can understand where he's actually coming from. That he's not trying to make any more drama videos according to him, but for this one, he had to do it because for what he did to Jackal Gold Kick, and not only that, but to other people as well. And if I'm gonna be honest, that's not right. Like it isn't right, of what Larry the Game Man fan is actually doing to any of us. So yeah, that's one thing I want to say. But anyways, I'm just waiting to make sure if there's literally gonna be any final comments, like literally any final comments, people. Like no. Okay then. But I guess I'll go ahead and say my final piece on this. So yeah. So let me go ahead and see if there's gonna be. Wait, hold on just a second. I believe I'm seeing a final comment, and I believe it's from Nigerian Sniper 66. Okay, so I believe this is what he's saying as of right now. Facebook's acting like wankers. They want me to take a selfie to prove I'm a human, which I'm not gonna waste my time doing. So Discord will do. Oh, okay then. All I can really say as of right now is hopefully you were able to find my username Nigerian Cypher 666. So, I'd be down to actually have a civil conversation with you on Discord whenever we can. So yeah, that's one thing that I want to say. But I guess the one final thing I'm gonna say is shout out to the homie Black Sheep of the World 98. He actually makes some pretty good content. And as far as you, Larry the Game Man fan, is leave us alone. And if you can't do that, then get fucked by this community. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end this live stream because I've already said what I had to say. But anyways, thank you for watching this dope live stream that I was currently doing now. So give this live stream a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next upcoming live stream. Bye, everyone.